Hi there, I'm Stuart Brioza. I have State Bird Provisions and the Progress Restaurants here in San Francisco. And I want to say, first off, thank you for supporting 18 Reasons and their fall fundraiser here. One of the dishes that I love to cook, not just at home, we actually do this at the restaurant, but it translates so well to home cooking, is our Yuba alla matriciana. Which essentially is kind of a classic Roman dish turned on its ear, California and State Bird specific style. Because we're not doing pasta, we're using Yuba as our noodle. And Yuba, as you probably know, is tofu skin, and it looks like this. And this is made from Hodo soy out in the East Bay. And it's one of our all-time favorite ingredients. I like to just kind of cut into like wide, almost like pappardelle style noodles. So, you know, there's our Yuba noodles, fast and easy. So, unlike a traditional amatriciana sauce, and this is where it's like California style, turned State Bird on its ear, is that we take very fresh, ripe heirloom tomatoes. It's really a great place to put some of those soft tomatoes that are like no longer great for slicing. And I just take a box grater. You'd like to use the large, and I'll cut the tomato in half, and I just grate. I don't even like take the stem off because it doesn't even go into this. And what I do is I just grate the tomato on the side, and I'm left with the skin, which you could use for stalks or anything of that sort. But I like to just take it and grate. And so after you do that, you're left with just a really big bowl of the best smelling fresh tomatoes. And I just add a little salt, a little bit of black pepper to it. Just kind of I'll amp up the vinegar, and this is just by taste. I like to just kind of add a little bit of vinegar to it. Maybe a little olive oil float in there too. We'll talk through some of the ingredients. I have some mushrooms here that are just easily cut. I have some grated pecorino, some sliced up guanciale or bacon or pancetta really work. It's really kind of one of them. Guanciale would be your traditional, and then that's the cured pork jowl, or bacon or pancetta. I have some thinly sliced garlic that I just slice on a mandolin, some chili flakes, basil, and butter. So, to start the dish, it's quite simple. I'm going to take a saute pan and I'm going to heat it up. And one of the things I like to do is I start from a cold pan. At about the halfway point, I'm going to add my noodles to this. And this is why the butter is really important in your pan, is that the butter actually helps not only flavor, of course, right? But it also keeps the noodles from sticking. I'm trying to get like maybe just a little color on the noodles themselves before I add the next step, which is this awesome tomato sauce that we made. Okay, and so right about now I'm going to add some of the tomato sauce. You see how easy this is, right? There we go. You see how nice that is? I'm going to cook that in for just a minute. And of course, I like to finish every pasta dish with a little knob of butter. I'm going to add a little bit of the pecorino right to the dish itself. And so you can see I'm just cooking the dish down. I'm not swirling it too much. I'm just kind of like melting it in. Okay, now I'm going to swirl. I want it to be saucy, but I also want it to tighten up a little bit and concentrate. So good. And I'll add just kind of a good, almost a fistful of basil to it. As it it's like ready to come off, I kind of stir the basil in. And so now what I'm going to do is just plate it very simply. Of course, you got to have more cheese over it. I like to take nice olive oil, take a good amount of black pepper because that really makes an awesome Yuba alla matriciana. And there you go.